That's how sloppy they are. They didn't even bother to fact check. March 23rd, 2018. I was waiting for them to give me my trial date that I demanded for a crime that I did not commit.
Real life. It ain't real life. Just say real life street stars. You know what time it is.
Let's get right to the lawsuit. We see Jaguar Wright in the lawsuit along with Sean Combs, Diddy, and there's a few others. There's I believe Drewski,
Big homie CC.
big homie CC's in the lawsuit. And can you explain what was that
And
lawsuit?
Odell Beckham Jr.
Odell, yes, let's not forget Odell Beckham Jr. as well. For the people that don't know, what was that lawsuit? Who was it? And the date that they even put on there was like a date you weren't even around to do that. So can you explain what was this lawsuit that they were saying happened to said individual, if you feel like speaking on it?
I'm going to give it respect, and then I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm going to keep it all the way a being. The Ashley Parham lawsuit was important. Very important. Everything that she went through and everything that dirty cops allegedly allowed to be swept under the rug. What happened to her was terrible. But up until I won the Defender of Freedom Award, the only woman that anybody mentioned doing terrible things to, around, and with, and facilitating anything, any kind of harm to Ashley Parham is Christina Coram. KK. Fun girl. Miss Ivy Drip.
So why even throw your name in it? I mean, you've been speaking out a lot about all this. Is it more so that, hey, you could corroborate some of these stories, or why even put you in a lawsuit as if you were part of something that happened to Miss Parham?
To make me look bad. To make America's future feel bad for allowing me to be nominated and giving me an award. To make me look like a hypocrite. That's why. The question is, has anybody really paid attention to how sick that whole thing was and what they said I did? What they said I did. I was in Las Vegas. And I picked up a Jane Doe and a John Doe, mother and son, and forced them into a car where I was the passenger. And some woman that sued Michael Jackson after he died, lying her ass off, was driving. I had all these envelopes filled with cash, and I'm paying everybody off. And then we leave Vegas, and allegedly we went to California. And then that's when I kicked into action, when we got there. Because I had to organize the whole thing. Right? And I said, allegedly, I said, Jane Doe, John Doe, mother and son that don't nobody know, ain't nobody seen or heard from. All of a sudden, I'm telling people, get the remote. This hoe gonna learn today. That's what they said. I said in the law.
We didn't get a chance to read it all. What was Drewski
and I told them that if they didn't, participate and watch and witness, that I was gonna make sure they got that remote control too.
What was Drewski in
Really?
in Odell's part in this? What did they say?
I don't know. They said they all did. They jumped in. They got involved. They did. They did. They said Big Homie CC did her first. Now this is the
Mm.
thing. I know it's all lies. I know it's all cat. Period. How have we gotten to the point where Americans have become so pathetic? And just because you can't handle the fact that you're losing, you just gonna make up some heinous story and put it on a woman who is just honored as a defender of freedom for speaking against all of these heinous acts. We can't take her down. We can't beat her. Oh, let's just lie. Let's put her in a lawsuit. What's something that a crazy black girl would say? Yeah, she's gonna learn today. Write that down.
Hmm.
This is what people are doing. Meanwhile, they have now added all of this to Ashley Parham's real case. And the reason why what happened to her is because she told Diddy that she knew he unalived Tupac. I want everybody to think that's where the story for her started. Why would all that need to happen to her if what she was saying wasn't true? They laugh off everything else. Why didn't you laugh off that? Right? They're unbothered people, right? They all looking real bothered right now. And now
So
they've used one of the greatest advocates against all of this craziness to destroy a real victim's case. Because the truth is, it doesn't even matter what's in that lawsuit no more. Using me the way they used me, there was no way in the world I could have done it. That's the thing. Whoever it was over there coming up with their little storylines, tuned up, no doubt, on that 2C. Whatever's left of it, I heard it's getting scarce in the marketplace.
oh wow. Well, Jag. Speaking of the two,
I mean, really think about that.
yeah.
They made this shit up. And it couldn't, that's how sloppy they are. They didn't even bother to fact check. March 23rd, 2018, I was waiting for them to give me my trial date that I demanded for a crime that I did not commit, that I was released, and all charges were dismissed, nulle prosecute. So I was charged with a felony, and the case was crap. So they had to drop it. I want y'all to think about what I'm telling you. March 23rd, 2018, I was in jail waiting for a trial to beat the rap for a charge I did not commit. And that was all set up by my first ex-husband, who was a Rock Nation loyalist. I got set up back then. And I was sitting in jail when they made this story up. Can you imagine that? Beating the rap on something that you already beat the rap on because somebody set you up before. I don't know, guys. It's just starting to feel like people like setting me up.
Seems to be a reoccurring thing.
That needs to stop. Because, see, they made a real big mistake, and this is how you can tell it's not very intelligent people running these plays in the backdrop. You knew y'all fucked up, right? Y'all know that. Like, you fucked up. Big time.
Come on.
You can't question anything that I've said before or ever again without irrefutable hard fact and proof. I ain't got to answer nobody questions about nothing. Can't nobody haul me in the court about nothing. The litigators have all of my credentials from Chicago, proving that there's no way I could have did all of that terrible stuff that they made up. Now I will be filing my own lawsuit.
Yeah, that's the
And
question.
all of it's going to be based on a hate crime. Because I do believe that the reason why I was put in that lawsuit was because I was awarded the Defender of Freedom Award.
Wow.
You know, that's also tortious interference, because anybody that I was looking to work with, after hearing about something like that, that would probably kill a lot of opportunities, wouldn't it?
Hey.
Why is everybody so blind? Is stupidity just that enjoyable? I'm suing whoever filed that suit against me. I am suing them. We are suing for $100 million. All my pain, all my suffering. I have a legitimate mental health diagnosis, complex CPTSD. Something like this could have pushed me into a nervous breakdown. What do you guys think?
Hey.
Definitely.
Right. As we've seen it, people took it worse. Let's just say that. We've seen it go worse for some other people.
Meanwhile, 5 years. 5 years. I've been telling people, if I'm lying, sue me. And now the first lawsuit I end up in is a lie. But I'm the liar. I'm the crazy person.
Shout out Reallyfe Street Stars, nigga. Moolah. Hey.